Welcome into Cardinals Today, everybody. I'm your host, Joey O'Donoghue, and on today's show, we've got some huge Cardinals rumors that could change the direction this team is headed in, folks. So you are not going to want to miss today's show, and you're not going to want to miss anything that the Cardinals do. If you're a diehard Cardinals fan, that is, this is the place for you. Hit that subscribe button. It is totally free, and I'll give you free Cardinals content, news, and rumors. All you got to do is tap that free subscribe button, and I'll keep you guys up to date with breaking news, rumors, and everything Arizona Cardinals. So the first report from ESPN we're going to look at here today of three is one source predicted the Cardinals would trade out of their original pick with a team trying to move up for a pass rusher. These conversations have heated up immensely over the last couple of weeks. We suspect Dallas would be the team that wants to trade up for a pass rusher. And then NFL draft analyst of ESPN, Matt Miller, added to it on X by saying it was about this time last year when the rumors started that the Browns might trade down from second overall, and they were brushed off, but then they did exactly that. I wouldn't ignore any rumors about teams like the Jets or Cowboys moving into the top 10. That's right, folks. The Jets emerge as a potential trade partner all of a sudden, and the Cowboys, as we have been speculating, could certainly be in the market to move up to 3 and draft someone like David Bailey. Ali Connolly drops what felt like blockbuster news report. Apparently teams had known about this, but it's just surfacing now about Ruben Bain, someone who was also a Cardinals prospect perhaps. Ruben Bain was cited for careless driving after a March 2024 crash in Miami. That left the passenger in a coma. That passenger was a 22-year-old student who died 3 months later. NFL teams are aware and investigating per sources. An awful tragedy, travesty of a situation that apparently teams say they were aware of. This was a couple of years ago. But because of the buzz it is getting now, could this lead to Bain's fall in the draft? Could he slide down the ranks? Is this the new Laramie Tunsil gas man? That's this guy I always like to point out. Obviously, the Cardinals are interested in Bain as a team that needs an edge and a guy who's a game wrecker in college football. It also begs the question, do you want Bain on your team, though, after hearing about this incident he was a part of? Regardless, if the Cardinals were to make a trade with the Cowboys and move down from 3 to 12, and all of a sudden Bain slips to 12, it's kind of a dream scenario for the Cardinals. And I hate to use this report as a way to heat up Cardinals' good news, but to get more first-round picks or more draft capital from Dallas, and now you could still get Ruben Bain, kind of seems like something that Arizona would be in on. And so consider that. They could also move down to get their right tackle. You could hope Mauino and Fano are both there at 12. Not sure that's going to be the case, though, so be wary. The next rumor we will look at for Arizona Cardinals fans is this from Matt Miller. Another said that Arizona should stay and pick either David Bailey or Arvell Reese, depending on who the Jets select at number 2. This is another source from ESPN. Here's what I don't like about that. The pick sounds like it's out of your control. If you're a GM, you should be a leader. You should be a strong, confident decision maker. And that part of depending on who the Jets take, will take the other, I don't like. You might not get who you wanted. It reads as, we'll take whoever falls. At pick 3, you shouldn't be thinking that way with that mentality at all. You should be getting a top 3 player in the draft. Plus, we don't want Arvell Reese. All the Cardinals fans are scarred about taking a linebacker high in the draft. Here he is. Jump scare, folks. I should have put a trigger warning on it. Here's Isaiah Simmons. You remember this. We don't want 2.0. Now, one thing I'll give Arvell Reese is I think he is a better prospect than Isaiah Simmons. I think Reese can be a better player. I think he's got the athleticism and versatility to go top 5, top 10 in this draft. No doubt in my mind he will be selected in the top 10, top 5 of this class. But I want a more proven player for a Cardinals franchise that needs to hit on this pick, that is picking top 3. I'm not in the market to take chances. Get me someone I know is going to be good, like Caleb Downs, like Jeremiah Love, or get off the pick. David Bailey's an interesting consideration for Arizona should they stay at 3, though. He is a plug-and-play at a position of need for the Cardinals, edge. I think fine-tuning is needed with David Bailey, though. I think run defense is lacking with David Bailey. As a pure pass rusher and edge, though, he's the most polished in the class. So I wouldn't hate that. He wouldn't be the best player available at that pick, but he'd be close and fit a position of need. My point is, we don't know Arvell Reese's best position. We know he could develop in the right system. Just get me a good player. That's what the Cardinals need for the next few years. But I want to know your opinion on the difference in these two rumors. Would you rather the Arizona Cardinals trade down? If that's the case, type TD. If you'd rather they stay at 3, now this, remember, is also contingent upon the Cardinals making the right pick at 3. So factor that into your comment on today's video. This will be the pinned comment on today's show. But type 3 if you think it's better that they stay at 3. And feel free to let me know who you want them to pick in the comment section. But all I need is letters from you guys. Make it nice and easy for y'all to get active in the comment section. The final rumor that ESPN brought up in their latest report is some more on Ty Simpson, folks. They're back. They're not going anywhere, these Cardinals Ty Simpson rumors. And here is what Josh Weinfuss had to say about the Cardinals trading up to get Ty Simpson. It is not out of the realm of possibility, but it'll depend on how much it'll cost Arizona to get back into the first round. And although GM Monty Ossenfort might be on the hot seat and could be willing to try to win at all costs, the decision will come down to the owner, Michael Bidwill. Arizona has liked Simpson for a while, a source told ESPN in the fall. Adding to the intrigue will be whether the Cardinals believe Simpson is worth trading away a high draft pick instead of waiting until the 2027 draft when a better crop of quarterbacks will be coming out. Here's one key in that quote. Arizona has liked Simpson for a while, a source told ESPN in the fall. And I certainly do think Simpson is someone the Cardinals are fond of, that Mike LaFleur would like to work with, perhaps. But at the same time, in the same breath, no way, no how is Ty Simpson worth trading up for into the first round to get when that 2027 class is around the corner. You're not in the market to give up draft capital, especially not for Ty Simpson, who I think is a prospect at quarterback. Where would Ty Simpson go in last year's class or in the Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels class? Wouldn't be even close to first-round conversations. This is a result of this year's quarterback class that is lacking. If the Cardinals do love Ty Simpson, though, they will do it, folks. Would it shock you if the Cardinals did something you didn't agree with again? They better not love him so much to do this deal, folks. I'm telling you, I'm going to crash out on the show here. If he falls to the second round, it's a different story. They really like him. You don't have to trade up to get him. It's something they'd consider. Maybe. I still don't think I'd consider it, though. It's too high for a middle-of-the-pack quarterback. A quarterback that reminds me of Mac Jones, not just because of the Alabama, but because of the play style. The team should draft good players. With your first and second round pick, we're not here to take chances. Right tackle, edge. It's that simple. First round, second round. If they take right tackle in the first round, maybe I could see them going Simpson in the second then, for sure. But to me, let's just get the best players this year, folks. You're playing for the 2027 quarterback class. We all know that. Jacoby Brissett's your starter. That's not your future. So seriously, tell me that Jacoby Brissett's the long-term answer with a straight face. It's not like he's awful for this year, but it's clear you're playing for that next year's quarterback class. And so are you with me? Do you think the Cardinals should draft Ty Simpson? If you are like me, then type N for no. I don't want him in the first or second. If you think it's a good idea, I'm open to all opinions. So type Y for yes in that comment section. Folks, that's going to do it for today's episode of Cardinals Today. Man, I love draft season. We're 10 days away. I love talking ball, and I'm ready to talk more Arizona football. So hit the subscribe button for free. I've been your host, Joey O'Donoghue. I'll see you guys next time on the next episode of Cardinals Today.